Hello, I'm Soap, and today I'm going to be analysing the Tidal Glow Wave 2 teaser. I don't really know what to call it, but it's the music box video that mysteriously disappeared and everyone's been talking about it. So I generally don't analyse the teasers they put out on Twitter for updates, just because I like to be surprised in the update. But considering how mysterious they're being around this whole situation, it seems pretty important. Anyways, this is quite obviously a music box. And if you've had a music box, well, traditionally they have a little ballerina who does a spin. And who does a ballerina spin? The fountain lady. The first part of the music is the turning of the key. I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like a key of the music box, and it starts. So it does confirm it's music box. And then the music itself is a slowed version of the Fountain Girl theme. And I know that because I play it in the background of literally all of my videos, so I could recognize it in my sleep. I'm not going to play the whole audio just because it'll make this video really long. Anyways, here's a clip of it, not sped up. Okay, now it's sped up to, well, 1.7 times speed. It was the closest I could get to the normal speed. Okay, and now this is the original Fountain Girl theme. There's also a section I didn't recognize, and that's because it's from a different song, but it's from the Fountain Girl cutscene, so when you win a halo. So there's definitely something related to the Fountain Girl coming up, which is interesting for a Tidal Glow update, because I was expecting more of ocean and mermaid theme update lore wise. But I also have been anticipating something to do with the Fountain Lady, because the Tales of Triumph, which is the story and the description of the Goddess of Triumph set, describe a statue coming to life, the Goddess of Triumph statue more specifically. So I was like, what if the Fountain Lady could come to life, and will that happen soon? And it seems like something's definitely happening. I also managed to get a halo from the fountain just before the Wave 1 of the Tidal Glow update. I was able to record her dialogue, and she does talk about water related things a lot, so it does seem that she's quite linked with water. The Fountain Lady also describes her lips as being waterlogged, so blocked by water, as she's saying her final words after giving the halo. I mean, there's definitely some sort of curse keeping her in place, from being alive, because I think she is a real person who's trapped in stone, considering she can talk to you. Which could link to how Divinia is confirmed to be under the sea, kind of like Atlantis. It's been sunken in Captain Whisker's diaries. I've talked about this in a full video, but it's not my best work. And this is on during the Diamond Beach quests, and Diamond Beach can actually be reached in Campus 4 if you go outbound, and in Campus 4.2 you could see it from where originally a kind of hut was. You could see it in the distance, and it's also in the distance in Lunar Lagoon. So basically Diamond Beach is still canon, and that's kind of obvious because it's the first part when major lore was kind of introduced into Royale High. My actual main point is the Fountain Lady was in Divinia, so she would have been sunken with Divinia, so maybe she'll ask us for a quest to find, I don't know, the other her. But I don't think there's any way in which we can free the Fountain Lady, because that's kind of a cool way of getting halos. But maybe we free her soul or something. But anyways, ever since the Campus 4.3 rework with the outside area in Campus 4.3, the what's it called? Academy Canal. There's a part which looks like it would be the exit from Royale High. It's basically, there's two boats, it's canal. For some reason I have a feeling that we're going to be able to go on those boats and go on a quest to search for something. Preferably Divinia. That's what I was talking about earlier, since the Fountain Lady was also in Divinia, so technically she would be underwater, so we could. And since it's a Tidal Glow update, it would make sense for us to do something water related, because the Fountain Girl seems kind of disconnected, but it would make a lot more sense if we were finding Divinia, or going on some sort of underwater escapade. Also, this area, the canal being connected, has a bit of evidence for it from the music with that came with the teaser, because there you could hear bells ring, which doesn't actually happen in the Fountain Girl theme album. But there is a massive bell in the Academy Canal. So, will this new update take place in the Academy Canal? I hope so, because this is something I've been predicting since the rework came out. But either way, the music box is very closely linked to the Fountain Girl. I hope we'll actually be able to have it as an item or clothing, a lot like the magnifying glass and the chest we got from the winter update, or an item we can use a lot like the necklace from the Lunar Lagoon chest. I also hope we'll be able to awaken her from the stone in some sort of way, because for some reason music boxes are kind of linked to that in my mind, probably because of disenchantment, weird reference, but yeah. I almost forgot to mention this, but in the inside of the music box on the new badge, like the emptiness, like the white sparkly bit, kind of looks like almost exactly the same pattern on the door underneath the fountain. I'm not sure if this door's underneath the current fountain, but it's definitely underneath the Campus 3 fountain. It was underneath Campus 4.2. I don't have any photos because you have to use your magic ball to find it, and I can't play Roblox on my laptop, so... But like, if you're into the lore, you probably know about this door already. I think most people are going to assume that the door's related, but I don't know how they'd integrate this into the lore. Would it like go down to the dungeons or something, since it is underground, or would it go down to some sort of underwater caverns? I would prefer the canal, honestly, because I'd like to see how they expand the map rather than going further underground. Also, since this is very Fountain Girl forward, I hope they add a story to the description of the Fountain Girl set, because it's such a missed opportunity not doing this. Like, there's nothing in the description at all, so I'm hoping that they'll at least write a story if it's not a lore heavy update. But since they're being mysterious about it, deleting the teaser after like an hour, I assume it's important and they want speculation. Anyways, I'm really excited for the update. I don't really know when it's coming. I think it's coming really soon. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.